little sneak peek.
What?
You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle. California girls were undeniable. Fine, fresh beers, we got it unlocked. West Coast represent, now put your hands up. Sex on the beach. We don't mind standing on stilettos. We freak in my Jeep. Snoop Doggy Dogg on the stereo. You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle. California girls were undeniable. Fine, fresh beers, we got it unlocked. West Coast represent, now put your hands up.
Tone, tan, fit and ready. Turn it up, cause it's getting heavy. Wild, wild, West Coast. These are the girls I love the most. I mean the ones, I mean like she's the one. Kiss her, touch her, squeeze her bones. The girl's afraid she drive a Jeep and live on the beach. I'm okay, I won't play, I love the Bay, just like I love LA, Venice Beach, and Palm Springs. Summertime is everything, homeboys banging out, all that ass hanging out. Bikinis, zucchinis, martinis, no weenies, just the king and the queenie. Katie, my lady, look at here, baby, I'm all up on you, cause you representing California.
California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle.
Come on, come on.
California girls were undeniable. Fine, fresh beers, we got it unlocked. West Coast represent, now put your hands up.
California girls, man.
There's some big threat out there.
There's no use fighting.
You are gonna help me stop it.
You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Yeah, you PMS like a bitch. I would know. And you always think, always speak critically. I should know they are no good for me. 'Cause you're hot and you're cold, you're yes then you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white. We fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You You're hot and you're cold, you're yes then you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white. We fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You're hot and you're cold, you're yes then you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down, you're wrong when it's right, it's black and it's white. We fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You don't really wanna stay, no. You don't really wanna go. Oh, you're hot and you're cold, you're yes then you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down.
Dove Men Body Wash, your daily hack for stronger, smoother, and healthier feeling skin with plant-based moisturizers. Transform your shower and unleash.
Broke down and she heard it all before, but she ain't walking out on me. Freaked out, hit the wall and left a hole, but she ain't walking out on me. She ain't made of gold, no, she's made of steel. Yeah, we're stronger than
From the depths of the sea, back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg, funky at the doc. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve McCain. Follow me, but don't lose your grip. 9 tris ain't the years there for me to fuck up shit. So I ain't holding nothing back, and motherfucker, I got 5 on the 20 sack. It's like that, and as a matter of fact, cause I never hesitate to put a nigga on his back.
Yeah, so keep out the manuscript. You see that it's a must we drop gangsta shit.
What's my motherfucking name? Yeah. It's the bound to the wild, creeping and crawling, Yiggy yes yo, and Snoop Doggy Dogg in the motherfucking house like every day. Dropping shit with my nigga Mr. Dr. Dre. Like I said, niggas can't fuck with this. And niggas can't fuck with that shit that I drop, cause you know it don't stop. Mr. 187 on the motherfucking top. Tick-tock, now with a Glock, just some nuts in the cock. Robbing motherfuckers and I kill them blood cops. And I step through the fog and I creep through the small, cause I'm Snoop Doggy, Doggy. Now just throw your hands in the motherfucking air and wave the motherfuckers like you just don't care. Yeah, roll up the dank and pour this drink and watch it stink. Cause doggy's on the game. My bankroll's on swole. My shit's on hit legit, now I'm on parole. Stroke. With the dog pound right behind me and up in your bitch is where you might find me playing that G thing. She want the nigga with the biggest nuts. And guess what? He is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted brim. What's my motherfucking name?
World peace, his name is the dawn, and the dawn.
Hey, you know you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial?
Since when?
Yo, get it twisted. This rap shit is mine, motherfucker. Fucking game. Fuck what you heard. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make a motherfucker wonder if you get it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, I break who you sending me. You motherfuckers never wanna know what your life saved. Bitch, and that's on a light day. I'm getting down, like a nigga said, freeze. I won't be the one ending up on his knees, bitch, please. If the only thing you can't steal was came out to play, stay out my way, motherfucker. We gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. He ain't never gave nothing to me. And every time I turn around, cats got their hands out, wanting something from it. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Let's leave it at that, cause I ain't with it. Hit it with
Welcome to the circus. Welcome to the shit show, just another freak show. Hang your hat and hate at the door. It's a game of torture, souls are made to order everything you wanted and more. You gotta kill somebody to thrill somebody. Everybody's got a reason to bleed. You gotta fuck somebody to know somebody. That motherfucker ain't me. Am I the only one that doesn't buy into the lies? Am I the only one that doesn't wear a disguise? 'Cause if I can't break it, I can't change it. Then tell me, how will I know? Am I the only one that isn't just here for the show? Welcome to the circus. Grab your favorite stones, they came from broken bones. That's what happens when you sign on the line. There's no need for excuses, everybody loses. Only way you'll ever win is to die. You've gotta burn somebody to learn somebody. Everybody's got a Jekyll and Hyde. You gotta curse somebody, hurt somebody. Everybody needs a reason to die. Am I the only one that doesn't buy into the lies? Am I the only one that doesn't wear a disguise? 'Cause if I can't break it, I can't change it. Then tell me, how will I know? Am I the only one that isn't just here for the show? Welcome to the circus. You gotta hide your say what they taught you, teach them what they taught you. You gotta hide your this is how they got you. You gotta hide your That's just how it's you got. Everyone is earning this. Welcome to the third dance. Dicky tasket. Time to burn the casket. Time to burn this motherfucker down. Am I the only one that doesn't buy into the lies? Am I the only one that doesn't wear a disguise? 'Cause if I can't break it and I can't change it, then tell me how will I know? Am I the only one that isn't just here for the show? Tell me how will I know? Am I the only one that isn't just here for the show?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Johnny TV. I am live. It is April 5th of 2025, and we are looking at 6:15 time that we start.
Tell me about the neighbor, because I don't want to type it.
We
Tell me
have...
about how the neighbor busted.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened again, how the neighbor caught him, because PZ is so thrilled on it.
Louise is asking, fuck you.
So Louise wants to know what happened to the shitter. Okay. Miss Louise, what happened to the shitter? Our neighbor caught him in action pooping, and he says, man, you better clean that up and don't do it again, or there's going to be problems between me and you, Victor said. And so that's what happened there. Back to what I was saying, backwoods. I want to say hello to Louise. I want to say hello to Miss Texas Granny, Miss Barbara Buffalo, Mrs. Ace's Mama, DJ Shark the Hitter Official. How are you guys doing? William, Stoner, Christine, and everybody else that's coming in. I think we did get the robocall. The robocall is coming in. And now I just want to say that I do have an open panel tonight. Anybody that wants to come up on the panel is more than welcome to come up on the panel. You're more than gracious to come up there. It'll be an honor for you guys to come up here. And PZ, what bombs do you mean?
Oh, they're not bombs. We just been hearing bangs all afternoon.
We've been hearing bangs all day today. Been hearing real loud kabooms.
And the police scanner said it was a lady in a purple dress.
And the police scanner said it was a lady in a purple dress doing it. Johnny, you look slimmer in the face. Oh, thank you, Louise. I really appreciate that.
You should wave. No?
Happy days, Miss Texas Granny said. Happy days. Make sure you guys hit the like button for Johnny TV. We have 64 people watching, and we got some bushwhackers out there that are in the bushwhackers. So y'all guys want to come on into my chat room, you're more than welcome to, but just keep your minds and your peace to yourself. Don't keep your comments to yourself. Keep the angry out of my chat room and be happy. This is a happy place.
It starts with you.
And it starts with me.
And I just wrote a comment.
And it just starts with Johnny TV. Okay? Okay. We're all caught up to the poper now, since Johnny doesn't want to yell at me again, everyone. You asshole. But anyway, so how's everybody else doing? Anybody else can tell me how they're doing? I'm doing good. I slept until 1 o'clock today, and I got up. PZ made me some lunch. I've got these little TV dinners I've been eating. I miss you too, Christine. Christine, if you want to come up, you can go ahead and come on up, girl. The pin's linked above. We got 65, 67 people coming in, and we're doing good. We're doing great, and I'm happy to be here again. And Ace's mama is being a poop lover, blah.
It's an accused me of being a poop lover.
Oh, accusing me of being a poop lover. I'm good. A lot of computer work today. Oh, you did a lot of computer stuff today, Granny? I bet you were busy doing that, huh? Stoner, if you're still here, man, come on up. Stoner. Stoner the Sailor. Yeah, I'd like to talk to you. Stoner the Sailor. Christina Fronteno. Come on up, Christine. I know you want to. It's giving you an itch bug to come up. Come on up here, girl. Was it really, really hectic today, Texas Granny, the computer stuff? I got to do some computer stuff on mine, too. Hello, Adventure Cartoon Ammunition Exhausted. Hello. How are you? Oh, yeah. Fumble Nuts showed my place again. Hey, Jesse Roth. How you doing?
We should show it too.
Huh?
We should show it too so everybody sees it, because not everybody goes to Fumbles.
How do I do that? To show his video?
No, we'll show. We'll get one. I'll get you one. We'll even add the address.
Susie, hello. What happened to your live from last night? Susie, I got told by Jim Terry to get rid of it. And that's what I did.
No, you got told by me and you. We decided.
We decided to get rid of it because we didn't want to get struck. It kept me busy. Okay, Texas Granny. DJ Shark, I don't know. He might be coming. Well, there's Jerry the Judge Mountain Lion. He's over here now. He might want to come up. I don't know. But if he wants to come up, that'd be great. But we're just over here, just chilling, watching back until Lee Cole comes on tonight. Lee Cole comes on tonight, I believe, at 8 o'clock my time. I can't come up at the moment. Okay, Jerry. Okay, Jerry. No problem, bud. Okay, I was sleeping. I missed it. Yeah. Sorry, Susie. It was one of those hit and misses, Susie. What I'm going to start doing from now on is that I'm gonna look who all my memberships are, who's in my memberships, and whoever I don't think deserves to be in that membership category, I'm going to go ahead and block them. But everybody else that is a member on my show, I'm going to start putting on my shows that people that misses them. It's okay, I understand. I'm going to put them on memberships only, because I've been seeing a lot of people doing that with their shows, been putting their shows on members only. I might just do a member shows only, do a members show. I'm going to ask Jim what he thinks about doing a membership show, or ask Jerry the Judgmental Lion about doing a members only show. One, I just want to say this. I don't believe that Fumble Ups is going away. He's hiding most of his channel because he sent a notification to YouTube Legal. He also copied the URLs, and he can't hide it from it. He also copied the URLs, so he can't hide from it. There goes Sailor. Sailor, how you doing, sir?
Johnny, big dog, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm just loving life, bro, and
good.
And I just can't believe that, last night we had a very good show last night, and it was amazing. Everything was on point last night. What Jim was saying about these people ain't never going to learn. They cannot just stop talking about them. They cannot. No. You know what this asshole did? Fumbleness did on his show this morning.
What?
His thumbnail is showing. The thumbnail is showing my house.
So he's doxing you with the thumbnail. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Hi, Christine.
Christine. I was on Christine's earlier.
Hello. How are you, Sarah?
How are you? I'm doing great. I haven't taken my gummy yet.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for Jim and the show with Lee Cole and Jim. I haven't taken my gummy yet. So.
Okay.
Because I'm going to wait up a little bit. I want to stay up a little bit before I take my gummy, Christine. Because you know what happens to Sailor when he takes his gummies, don't you?
Yes, I
Like
do.
a baby, like a baby in his mommy's arms, like Ace sleeping in his mommy's arms. That's how Sailor sleeps, like a baby.
Oh. Anyway, so.
That's good, Mr. X. Well, the documents are arriving Monday. Signature confirmation. I will have video proof of all and the UPS tracking number.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I guess there was
Proof
some
of what?
document. I guess there was some documents that Fumble showed on Mr. X on one
Oh.
of his shows.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
It doesn't go away on his own. YouTube, it will make him go away. Go be a family man and leave this platform.
Okay, Johnny, I emailed you the picture.
Huh?
I emailed you the picture.
You did? Hold on, guys. I just got a picture. I got an email from PZ. Let me see what it is so I can show everybody my house.
Good, Johnny.
Okay.
I guess I should go take a picture of the camera watching him too.
All right, there we go. Right there. There it is. Okay. So if anybody else wants to know where Johnny TV lives,
And don't forget me.
and PZ, here it is.
That's not a bad looking place, honestly.
Right up here. Right here. No, this is my neighbor's place down here. Okay.
Oh.
But this is where me and PZ live up here on top.
Oh, you live on the top. Okay, so it's like a duplex type of thing.
Yeah.
And the neighbor on the
Okay.
left knows everything about all of you. The neighbor on the right knows everything about all of you. And the neighbor below knows everything right about all of you haters. So go ahead and do it. Even the property manager knows about you. So give her a call. Give the neighbors a call. They're waiting for you.
And that was real smart of you, PZ, to pre-warn them and let them know that shit's coming down the pike, possibly. That way they're not, taken off guard. So good. I'm glad you did that.
And Fumble Nuts, we're not idiot enough to put your house up. But you know what? Everybody already knows where you live anyway. On that rock gravel driveway.
Mm. And I take it, I'm sure you've never done anything like this to him, right?
No.
Never.
No,
But
okay, so, yeah.
Say, look, all those guys over there, like when Jim told you when I was over there, they used to love Johnny TV. They used to worship me, Sailor. But now, because I'm back over here with Jim and Mr. X, because Jim and Mr. X are helping me out like they never did. All Fumonas did was take all my people from me and talk shit behind my back.
Yeah, nobody needs that, Friends like that, who needs enemies?
And the final straw was that they had a big deal about us being gay. That's what
The biggest straw that they had, the biggest deal they have made, because me and him were gay. Me and PZ are gay.
But they knew that going in, right?
Yeah, but they were playing like they liked gay people.
They were playing like they like gay people.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Hey, Mr. X.
So I got a few comments to say here for next about 15 minutes, maybe or so, because halftime of the football game.
Okay.
But so yeah, Fumble Nuts made some hater video. I saw some bits of it earlier today, saying that he'll never come to California or he'll never go to Vegas, and essentially that I'm getting a call here. Oh, I think it's Jim's robocall. Hold on. Hello?
Gentlemen, it's Saturday night, and Gay Sloth is live on his show. He is live right now. Get over to Johnny Arbros and watch him stick his cock right in the mouth of the YouTube nation. Get over to Johnny Arbros right now. The Gay Sloth is live. You don't want to miss this. This is some really good shit. We'll see you right now over on Gay Sloth.
So here's what happened essentially. We got all the URLs of all the harassment up until Thursday. What I did is I took video proof of all the documents, and I have a cell phone next to it showing the time it was sent. Also a USPS code that was sent. It was supposed to arrive today, signature confirmation. It didn't. It's going to arrive on Monday. And Fumble Nuts, you've seen this with Salty Pancakes and other people, or even Twin Mama. They hide their thing, then they come back a month later. So Fumble Nuts has taken videos down before. When he's taken videos down before, he's just come back, right?
Yeah.
Now, even if he were to privatize them, they have all the URLs. I got them. It's all in the documents. And on top of that, the documents, I mean, everything's in that. Pictures of him and Jim Terry music, the URL that he was proud of him getting trespass ban, the Pinellas County documents of him being trespass ban, Pinellas County Sheriff, like all that documents are all in there. His mug shots, everything. I think the only thing I didn't send was him marrying a 16-year-old because I don't think that they would care. But a lot of people here care. So all of that stuff was sent in, plus there was a 3-page letter written to them explaining everything. And what'll happen is, if they don't comply, they being YouTube, with all the, maybe they'll contact us and say, okay, hey, listen, we understand. By the way, Feeble Nuts and Betty Hayward was also listed in that. Betty Hayward is a band creator, and Feeble Nuts as his alt. So what'll happen is, if they don't do anything, they being YouTube, my attorney is going to go after YouTube for platforming them. That's what we're going to do, and he'll be gone. So let's just say we hear nothing in a month. Then my lawyer will go directly after them and say, listen, we're going to serve you with an injunction. I don't know the legal terms of it. Whatever they do, they're going to do it. And if I got to come out of pocket, then once they do it, that'll get him. That'll be his Rolling Stone article, is the him showing up at Jim Terry Music and getting trespass banned. That's what's going to get him. He's not monetized. He's not making any money. I just say, like, listen, if you're a family man and you care about your family, why are you spending 5 hours a week or more on me and Jim? You're not making any money. You're not doing anything. You haven't accomplished anything. You said you're not going to show up. You didn't take my invitation of showing up. And then he's saying something, Johnny, about I didn't drop a link. Well, the invitation, first, here's how it worked.
He said pin.
I'm sorry, drop a pin. You're right. Yeah, I'm getting some of these terms mixed. First of all, I've never done a pin I don't have an Apple or an iPhone. I got an Android. Okay. I've never done that on a phone. Dropping a pin would be an invite. I can challenge him to say, I guarantee you won't show up where I'm at, but I can't invite him. That's what my attorney said to me. And don't forget, the original thing was this. He said that we wouldn't turn our camera on in Florida. That's it. You're too scared to turn your camera on in Florida. And now he said on the video this morning, that now that he's deleted it, that I wasn't live. I wasn't public. The first video where I shit-talked him the most was public. It 100% was public. And he knew that I was in Louisiana right before that, and I talked about from Vegas and LA that I was coming there. It's not like it was a shock. I said in Louisiana when I was in New Orleans, I'm coming to Florida next. I had like a fucking, so all he said was I wouldn't turn on my camera in Florida. I did. He didn't show up. Now he's saying it was behind a paywall. Well, here, let's do another one. I thought they had access to the OTT. Wouldn't they know where I'm at? He said, if I knew you were at St. Leo, I would have showed up there. Okay, so that was my second live that I did. That one was behind a paywall. Well, I already did what he said that I wouldn't do, and I thought they had access to the OTT anyways. Why didn't he show up there then? That's closer. He's a fucking liar. Dude, listen, Chris, my suggestion to you is go be a family man. You're not in entertainment. Get out of this. Stop doing this. Just, you've been exposed. You're not getting anywhere. Kaylee is brain dead. I hear that, Betty Hayward is more interested in Eric Foss. They're just nobody's interested. You're old news. You're not making anything entertaining. You just got to go. And if you don't go on your own, see, here's what's going to happen. Either you can go on your own and save face, or you'll be terminated and I'm going to take credit for it. So which one do you want to do? Just delete your channels and go away. You failed for 2 years. You're not going to serve Jim. You're not going to show up where I'm at. You're not going to fly across the country. You can't afford to. That's it. You all take an ass whooping. Sure you would. You definitely would. Just give it up. Go be a dad. Just get out of this. It's not for you. You got beat. And in 6 months, how often do we talk about sleeper cell? Never. In 6 months, you'll be sleeper cell and we'll say, hey, what happened to that guy? Remember when? Just leave. Go away. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the first smart thing. You're giving up. Nobody's going to remember you. That's it. Now, Sailor, I got to bring up a comment to you. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm attacking you, but I got to tell you this.
Sure.
I heard that Eric Foss was saying some negative things about me. I had got a couple emails about it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I called him today, and I had a 30-minute conversation with him.
Okay.
And, you know, he wanted to talk about a lot of different things, and essentially there's no problem between him and I. I'm not going to talk about him. You know, I'm not going to trash talk him. I'm not saying I'm buddies with him. I'm not saying I hate him. I'm saying I'm not going to talk about him. But I did tell him, and because he brought this up a lot and he wanted to talk about this a lot. And I said, next time I see Sailor on a panel, I'm going to bring it up to him.
What?
He said that you and some guy named Tony Silo put a picture of when his daughter was 17, she's 21 now.
No.
People only, you said you found out that he had a second daughter and gave that information to Tony Silo, and you guys were over there talking about fucking her.
No, not true. Here's what happened. Eric has a photo up, a video up of my friend's wife. It's not Tony Silo, it's Tony Soflo.
So I'm sorry, I got the name wrong. I don't know.
No, it's okay. I know it's similar. And what Tony Soflo said was, either you take that video down of my wife calling her a fat pig and all this other stuff, or I'm going to put up your daughter. Tony already knew. Eric's already admitted that he has 2 daughters. He already says that. This is not something that's new information. And what happened
Eric
is
saying you gave him that information.
No. Go back, and Eric is too high and drunk probably to realize what he says on his Eric After Darks.
Yeah, and I don't watch the show, so I don't know. I'm just telling you. And he go ahead, you finish, and I'll tell you what
he's
he said.
mistaking. Anyway, my friend said, either you take down the video of my wife and stop saying those things, I'm going to put up your daughters. And that's what he did. And that girl wasn't 17. That's a lie. These pictures from what my friend took was right off. No, he took them right off. I don't know. He got them right off Facebook. I don't even know. Eric, it's no secret you have 2 daughters, and I would hope you would be a better example to them than the way you are. So Eric could say whatever he wants, but I know the truth, and he still hasn't taken that video down. So my friend is just going to continuously put his daughters up there till he takes his wife down and stop making fun of her and saying disgusting things. Like I told Eric, you and me and Tony were all adults. We could beat each other up all day. Stay away from the families. He went after Tony's wife first. Tony countered and showed his daughters. The one with the one that has the like stripper photo or something or whatever she is.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's exactly what Tony did. And Tony said, if you take the video down, go look at his community page. He's got a whole video up of my friend's wife, and he's making fun of her, and he calls her fat pig and all kinds of disgusting things. But then when my friend answers back and counters, now all of a sudden he wants to cry fucking foul. And I sent him that text, and in the text it said, "Do you see where this is going?" That's what I said to him. Do you see where this is going? In other words, take that video down, Eric, and my friend will take those other pictures down. You've already told everyone you have 2 daughters. Everybody knows that, Eric. I didn't give any fucking state secrets. He knew that. You've admitted this multiple times.
And I know, and I called him to talk about me and him, not you, but it devolved into you. Yeah. And he made the comment, and I want to preface this very loosely. I don't want to give exact words. That if me, you, and is it Tony Soflo? Is that correct?
Soflo. Yeah.
Car together in Miami, and I just happened to be with you, and he was there, I'd get shot too, or something to that effect.
In other words, really. So in other words, I guess
you happen to be there. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, really? Is that what he said? Okay. Well, you know what? The insurgents in Iraq, they shot at me plenty times and they never get me. They tried to blow me up plenty times. They got me once, not too bad. But guess what, Eric? You think I'm worried about your fucking degenerate drug addict ass? You come
I
down
didn't
to Florida,
mean to
buddy.
bring this up to start, but I was like,
Well, no, I'm just saying
thought
that's a
he was
threat. You're talking. He said he was going to shoot you. Basically,
Well,
that's
he
a
said that
fucking
if I
threat.
was hanging out with you, or it just
If
happened.
you were so, in other words, if you're hanging with me, he's got a bullet for me, a bullet for SoFlo, and a bullet for you.
Right.
That's what he said.
Or let's just say anybody was hanging out with him. You could take me out of the
Okay.
equation. Johnny was with you at that.
Eric, you know where I live. Eric, come down to Florida. Remember, we have stand your ground here. Okay. And you just made a threat to kill me, Eric. You just demonstrated, guess what? Premeditation. That you're going to shoot me. Okay, Eric, come down here. Come down here, buddy. You're going to end up going to prison, or you're going to go back to, you're going to go in 6 feet under in a grave, bro. You want to threaten people's lives?
I'm just doing this for the record. So,
okay. No, I'm glad you said that. I'm going to carry that message over to my friend, because he see what I'm saying? That is, you would never hear my friend or me say something like that. Never. That is a degenerate scumbag convict that belongs in prison. He's an animal. He belongs in prison, and he will get there. And if I help him, I will help him get there. The horrible, disgusting fucking things that he said yesterday about people here in this chat, Johnny, PZ, the disgusting things that he said, he should be ashamed of himself that he even has 2 daughters.
We know, but we need to know.
Yeah, I mean, well, and I didn't mean to, upset you this
No.
much. I just
Well, hey, upset me. You just told me that he communicated a threat to you that if you were with Tony and I, you were going to get shot too.
Yeah.
Really, Eric?
Yeah,
Okay.
he said that. Yes. He said that.
Okay, good. No, I'm glad. He just demonstrated premeditation. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. I'm going to help you go back to where you belong, in a fucking cage, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with someone like me smiling while I feed you slop through that fucking slide. Because that's where you belong. You're a fucking animal.
And I guess the reason it came up this way, Sailor, is I said Sailor is, because this is how this was brought up. Let me explain this. Sailor has not really done anything negatively to our community. I said, but Eric, and I'm not going to talk about Eric after this because he doesn't want me talking about it. I don't want him talking about me. But the reason I called Eric, let me back up a second. He was calling me little sister. He was calling me the Pink Power Ranger and this and that. And he was saying that he's kind of doing it in character. Okay. I mean, whatever. I guess I'll buy it. Okay. I mean, I don't really buy it, but okay, I guess so. But so my thing was, I just wanted to make sure that there was no beef. But I said, listen, you being on there, Eric being on there with people like Betty Hayward and all that, I think they just want us to fight with you, Eric. And I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to, he's an OTT member. I'm not trying to fight with this man. Right. Yeah. And I was like, and I'm calling you man to man, not going to do an internet video like Fumblenuts does. And I'm going to say, listen, what the fuck is this? Why are you doing this? I expected it to be way more hostile than it was. It wasn't that hostile, except for that.
Except for saying he would shoot you if you were with us.
Like I
That's
said,
not hostile.
And I said in the video, you mentioned, Eric, that if anybody were to say this to your face, that you'd break my jaw. And he said he was talking about somebody else. And I said, Eric, I'd say this to you in your face or on the phone or wherever you like. The fact that Bob and Bellevue are well liked in our community. And you going against them and championing people like fucking Fumblenuts. Now, I guess he hates Fumblenuts. I didn't know that. But or Betty Hayward or Watch Her Crazy. I said, if you're Eric Foss is different than, a little bit different than Fumblenuts on YouTube, at least. I mean, they're kind of similar in some ways. But
you also have to understand, and Barbara just made a comment, I'm a retired corrections officer.
I understand.
When I have a former inmate, especially one with a violent record like Eric, make a threat, communicate a threat through a third person, saying that he's going to shoot me and SoFlo and you, if you're there, Mr. X, I have to take that seriously, Barbara. And when I take things seriously, that means that there's a proper procedure to go about them. And I know that procedure. And Eric is on a one-way ticket back to prison. And if I can help him get there, I'm going to help him. But if he thinks he's going to come down here with a gun and try to shoot us, he's got another fucking thing coming, Barbara. Another thing coming.
So if he's doing entertainment, and I don't know if I'm not saying that's entertainment, but if he's doing a show, and I'm talking about him specifically talking about me and shit talking the Mr. X character, Pink Power Ranger, all that stuff. If he's saying that, I get it. At least he's making money. He claims that he's making X amount a month. I'm not going to say the number he said. I don't fully believe it, but whatever. I mean, good for
Yeah,
him.
he says a lot of things. Yeah, he says a lot of things.
Bottom line is, I talked to him and everything was good to go. And I said, listen, next time I talk to Sailor, I see Sailor on the shows, and I'm not on a lot of shows with you, I'm going to bring it up to him. I'm going to bring these things up. You know, then of course the conversation devolved into that, and he has his side, you have your side, whatever. But I mean, I just know that basically what he was saying is us platforming you is this is what I was saying, is similar to him platforming Betty Hayward. He's like, well, you're letting those sexual deviants on there. And I'm like, well, you're letting drug addicts.
Wait a second. I'm a sexual deviant. He's the one with the arrest for sexual assault. I've never been arrested for anything. Who the fuck? I mean, get the fuck out of here, bro.
And I said, part of what we talk about, you know, I mean, we talk about, you know, there are gay people in our community. We got a pretty, you know, eclectic community.
He hates gay people.
We talk about everybody. We talk about everything.
Yeah, I know. He actually hates gay people. He hates them.
He did
with a passion.
Say the FAG word on the phone to me during that conversation.
He says a lot more than that. Eric is very homophobic, and he's racist.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he didn't say anything racist to me, but
no, I just trust me. I know what I'm talking about with this guy. He's a whack job. He's been institutionalized. There's no coming back for him. You understand? No, Eric After Dark should be renamed to Eric on a drunken drug fuel rage, because that's what he is. That's what he does. He's an addict. He's a degenerate.
And he did say something to me like he was drunk and smoking weed or something. I'm roughly re-explaining
weed. Listen, weed doesn't make you threaten to kill people.
Well, that was a different time. I'm talking about when he's talking about me. And you know, he tried to smooth everything over. It certainly wasn't confrontational to me, except for that one little moment.
No. I mean, hey.
But I thought he was going to be screaming at me.
Hey, Mr. X.
Yes.
Do you know Eric calls me the gay person?
No, I didn't know that. But I know that, you know, he's really against, you know, sexual deviancy, as he calls it. But, you know, if we're talking about somebody who's gay or a glory hole, or Belle V's talking about, you know, sucking dick or whatever, I mean, that's their business. That's their content. And what I was trying to relate to Eric is, I think I know our audience well enough that they would rather listen to that than people that are doing drugs or selling drugs. They don't. Well, people in our audience don't like drugs.
Hey, Eric. I mean, Sailor. Can you do me a favor, Sailor?
Yeah.
Can you stop saying? Can you say unalive, please?
Okay, unalive.
Yeah, there you go. Say that right there. Don't say
All
that.
Right.
I was going to mention one more thing that, and I said that I would tell him this, you know, and I would tell you this, and I wanted to speak about it. I'm not going to speak about it again, but you know, I'm trying to not fight with people. That's kind of my goal.
Okay, so are you telling me you want me to go away?
No. I'm not telling you at all, but I'm not telling you to do anything at all.
Because I thought you were saying, it's kind of made it sound like you were saying that I'm going to be a lightning rod, basically.
No.
I come up here.
No, it has nothing to do with you. This guy said some pretty harsh stuff to me, and about you, and I said, well, next time I talk to him, I'll have him say his side of the story, because I'm only hearing your side of the story. Like, I give you an example. Betty Hayward's saying all this stuff about us, but they don't let us do our side of the story over there. And she's showing footage that she said she had deleted from a long time ago. She doesn't talk about all the things she's done. So, I mean, there's always two sides of the story, but this is a lot more visceral. The final thing that I said to Eric is this. I said, you know, I understand that you grew up in a rough situation. I can get that. I get, you know, and I don't like selling drugs. I don't like drugs. I don't like that at all. Okay. In fact, I like police officers more than drug dealers. Call me crazy, but I do.
Yeah, me too. I sure do too.
And I said, but, you know, and he's like, well, you know, he has this kind of attitude that that's what he needed to do. He needed to do what he needed to do. And I don't want to put words in his mouth. That's just how I'm perceiving it. And I said to him on the phone, I said, you know what you should have done instead of selling drugs? You should have got a fucking job.
Well, apparently, according to him, he's selling real estate, making $40,000 a month. So if you could do that now, why couldn't you do that back then and not sell drugs? Exactly. It don't make sense. He don't make sense.
Maybe he is a real estate agent now. I don't know. I'm not tracking the guy. I'm not looking into the guy. You know.
Well, that's what he says.
show.
he said.
I'm not subscribed to his channel. People don't.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
didn't know this stuff was going on until people sent it. You know,
I mean, look, I don't want to bring unnecessary trouble to anybody, but you know, hey, at the same time, look, only an animal would threaten to unalive 3 people like he did, and that tells me he needs to go back to where he's more comfortable in, which is prison, because he's institutionalized. And because his first thought is to unalive somebody or do this and stab them and beat them up. That's his first thought in his head. And he uses hard drugs. Okay? He's not just smoking weed. He's drinking and taking hard drugs. Okay? You could call the show Standing on Percocets with Eric Foss.
He was so upset by, according to him, this 17-year-old photograph and sexual deviant comments. That's what came out of his mouth.
Maybe then he should take the video down of my friend's wife, and then those videos will get pulled down. SoFlo told him that's between one content creator and the other. You put his wife up and make fun of her, he puts your kid up. And that's what I said to him in that text message. You see where this is going?
Too. So I'm not saying that we're exempt from any of this. I'm just saying this is what was said.
Yeah, well, I believe he said it. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying, I mean, yeah, 3 sides to a story. I mean, I think you already saw his side of the story. Everybody saw the friggin' disaster he's become.
Well, I mean, I did explain this to him too. I said, you know, and if he's about earning money as a content creator, like, I would say it like this: fighting with Bell V and Bob, and you know, I can understand to an extent too. I don't know why Bob struck his channel, but Bob did strike his channel, so that's not going to make him.
Well, he was putting a lot of disgusting things up, and Bob struck his channel, and I don't blame it.
About Bob?
Yeah, I think Bob was within every right to strike him. Eric, I'm glad Bob struck Eric.
Yeah,
Eric needed to be struck. He was a fucking disaster that night.
No, yeah, and Luis, there's no issue between me and Sailor. I'm just telling him what happened today. That's all. I got no problem.
I got me neither. I love you guys. I got no problem with you guys. You guys are great.
I just said when I talk to him next, and I didn't know when the next time I talk to you, I said, and it happens to be today. It happens to be the same day. I'll bring the story up to him. You know.
I was just asking you because you're kind of like Eric looks at it like when watchers on his show, then you're platforming Sailor. So like, I mean,
you got it. You got it.
So I mean, you know, so his ultimate goal is to say, don't let Sailor on your panel.
And what I said to him, and that was roughly talked about. I said, my show is Mr. X News Network. It's on the OTT only.
Really?
You've never been on my show. I don't even know if you're on the OTT. You going on Johnny's or Christine's or anything, that has nothing to do with me. That's not.
Well, no, I've never been on your channel. No.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
I go on Johnny's channel. I go on Christine's channel. I go on Bell's channel. I go on my friend Tony SoFlo's channel. Those are really the only channels I go on. Let me think. Am I missing one? Maybe. I don't know, but those are really the ones I go. Oh, Bob. Okay, Bob. I went on Bob's once or twice, maybe once. Yeah, I've been on Bob's. But like, that's it. I mean, I don't even go on the MobTube genre. I rarely go on any of those shows anymore. I prefer, I prefer this content, this genre here. I like the people that I met here.
Yeah.
Homegrown, you, Mr. X, Johnny, Christine, all the good people, Bell V. Huh?
Maybe the thing is that Tony SoFlo, am I saying his name right?
Yeah, Tony SoFlo. Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Takes photos down first. Somebody contacts Eric and says, "Okay, these are taken down. Now take down."
But Eric put them up first. Eric won't take them down. They did a show the other day next to each other where Eric went on there and actually said that because I actually went to SoFlo's house because he lives in Florida, and I drove down and I stopped by and actually met him and his beautiful wife, and we had dinner together and I went to their house. He actually suggested that I was in a threesome with my friend and his wife. That's what he was saying that we were having slumber parties, accusing his wife and of having me of having sex with his wife. It's insane, the shit that he says. and he wants to continue down that road. So my buddy said, you know what? Fuck his daughters too. I'm going to put them up. And that's exactly where we are today. That's it. So it's not, huh?
Here's what I've seen,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in your spot, and Eric, at least from my point of view, is in Fumblenut's spot to us. And I don't think that, but I think, in looking at Fumblenuts versus Eric Foss, it seems like Eric Foss is more reasonable than Fumblenuts.
See, I don't know Fumblenuts, but I consider Eric Foss totally unreasonable. I mean, you can't even have a conversation with this guy. When you talk to him on the phone, did he let you get a word in?
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of words.
Okay. He must have been coming down from something. Or he must have took a pain pill or something and wasn't drinking yet. So he was maybe a little more.
40% of the time. And, and sometimes it would be fine for a little bit. Then it would get heated, and not heated at me, but just in other things. And there's certainly things that he doesn't like. And believe me, I'm not sticking up for anybody. I just know that what's happening with you and him would happen with me and Jim and Fumblenuts. Fumblenuts would do something, and then we would bury Fumblenuts.
Have they threatened to unalive you?
Yes.
Ever?
I mean, I would say in some ways, yes. Yes.
Okay. So, but like Fumblenuts, looking at Fumblenuts' criminal history and looking at someone like Eric Foss's criminal history, you would take that more as a credible threat coming from Eric Foss than you would.
I would
from
take
Fumblenuts.
more as a credible threat from Fumblenuts.
Well,
Fumblenuts has violent arrests. Eric Foss got arrested for drugs.
No, he has violent arrests too.
Okay, that I don't know. Then I'm not. aware of that.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's got violent arrests too as well. He's got a long lengthy criminal record.
I have been threatened by that group. Yes.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, I mean, hey, look, when someone threatens to unalive me, and actually threaten to unalive you too at the same time, I find that very hard to defend.
I agree.
Okay. So you and I agree with that.
Hanging out with you, if I happen to be there, at that time, and I was like, I don't know,
you'll get a bullet too, like JFK, right? Okay, well, all right, Eric. Many better men have tried and failed, Eric. But I'm glad you said it. Thank you, and thank you for bringing that to my attention here, sir. I'm going to take what's tomorrow, Saturday. I'm going to take proper action on Monday morning.
There you go. Well, do what you got to do.
Yep. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
And I mean,
anything else you want to tell me?
What's that?
Anything else you want to tell me?
No, there's really nothing else to discuss. Not at this point, at least.
Christine, what do you think? What's your opinion, Christine? Look at Christine. She's like, "Oh my God, he called on me."
Hey, Sailor.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel a little bit better now, Sailor?
I don't like Eric.
You don't like it, yeah. Do I feel better?
You got it
like you, because you got it out of your system, like talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. I think if Mr. X would have called me and told me this and hung up the phone, and obviously I wouldn't be talking to myself, but yeah, the fact that I came and I heard it in real time, and
the only reason I called Jim 2 or 3 times today.
Well, you can get my number from Jim. I'm very easy, very easy.
I didn't even think about that. I mean, you weren't saying anything to me. Eric Foster was saying stuff about me, and I was getting emails. So what I did is I was like, "Oh, I'll call Jim," and I called Jim 2 or 3 times. I was like, let's call him on 3-way because Jim knows him better, and I guess they talk a lot more often or whatever than I do. I've really never talked to him. I was like, "Oh yeah, he's got his number on his show. I'll just call him myself. I'm not going to wait for Jim. I don't need Jim to babysit." So I called him.
No.
For 30 minutes.
No, that was a good approach. You thought that you two had a beef because of some things he said, and you approached that's the man way to do it. I agree with you.
I talked to him for 32 minutes, 28 seconds, actually.
Yeah.
Sailor, Ace's mama says, "Can I get that number too?"
You sure can. It's on the. Don't write it on the men's room wall, Mr. X, when you get it, please.
No, I'm not going to do that. That wasn't me. I
just
found it.
Hey,
Johnny, don't write my number on the men's room wall, please.
Mr. X, I want to read you something that Barbara wrote. Eric has been putting Mr. X and JT and their community and the OT down for a while. Of course, they don't have time to watch themselves, and Eric knows that.
I think they know.
Here's how I look at it too. I mean, and I can understand. There's a couple different yings and yangs of this, and this is just me and the Eric situation, not the situation with Sailor.
Are you talking because? Are you trying to say? Are you going in the direction of because he's a paid member?
That you're right. He's a paid member. So that gave
can
him
I tell you this? Can I tell you this?
Call him, and
Go ahead.
I'll be honest. I looked him up to see if he was letting people in, but if I try to tell him, like, advise him because he's trying to do this, and he wanted our advice early on. I said, listen, bud, fighting with Belvie and Bob and these people that are liked and shit talking us, even if it's just a joke, because you know what else is happening? These people
it's not a joke.
They're striking you. They're striking you on behalf of me. I don't care. Well, if you're trying to, you're going about the wrong way, and you're dealing with people like Betty Hayward and Watcher Crazy. I'm telling you, you're never going to make a buck off those people, and they're going to only bring strife to your channel. Now, here I am, kind of bringing strife myself, but I thought having a conversation with the guy was the right thing to do. But then, of course, and I've seen this with Eric, and I talked about this on Angel Gotti's show. A lot of times, it's hard to keep them on point, and it devolves into a different situation, and it devolved into you and sexual degenerates.
Yeah, you see, he's like a player you can't coach, can't take any advice. He won't take it, and what you're trying to tell him is, hey, this is not a very successful business model, what you're doing here. The other way was working. This way, look where you're at. And Eric knows it all. You can't tell Eric anything. Eric knows it all. That's why he ended up in prison for half of his life. That's because he knows it all. He always knows what to do. Yeah, God forbid you give him advice from somebody or he shuts up for 5 minutes and opens his ears and actually listen. He don't listen to people. So he's like I said, he belongs in prison and he's going to be back in prison.
I told him,
I said, I
don't know about Sailor. I don't know about these people from Angel Gotti's community too. I said, I don't know about all these people, but I know our people. And I know they're really nice and they're generous. We've been around them for a couple years. We know who's good. We fought with some of them. Sometimes we've been cool with some of them. I said, it goes back and forth. I said, I know these people and I know how generous they are. And you just being around us and being nice to us is going to benefit you. But you going around there and call me the little brother and the pink Power Ranger and all that stuff's not going to work. Saying that, if somebody wouldn't say that to your face, you'd break your jaw. And he's like, oh, I wasn't talking about you when I said that. And I'm like, oh, it sounded like it. I listened to it.
Yeah.
I was sent it, But eventually, after talking to him, he seemed very calm, except for when he started talking about you. But and I said, well, here's what I'm going to do, Eric. I'm going to talk to Sailor about this, and I'm going to, see if this is true. Now, this is how Jim and I believe about this stuff.
What?
There are no rules. Somebody comes after your family, your girlfriend, your wife, and Eric even said to me on the phone, "You don't have kids, do you?" And I said, "No." And I said, just like any other celebrity, your kids could become a target. That's why Michael Jackson covered up his kids' faces.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, your kids are adults.
Yeah.
They put out photos of my mom when she was in high school. She was underage in the 60s.
Yeah. They did it to me too. And Eric even threatened, you know what he threatened me with? He says, I saw the photo. He said, your brother's gay wedding. It wasn't my brother's gay wedding. It was my cousin's gay wedding. And he said, I'm going to put that out. What he doesn't realize is somebody already put that out like 2 years ago. And they thought it was like making fun of me. Like, my cousin's a great person. And so is his partner. Eric doesn't even belong in the same fucking room with my cousin and his partner. So yeah, I went to a wedding. You're damn right I went. It's a family member. He asked me to be there and I went.
Women got married too. So
I'm not a shit. Eric tried to say I'm going to put that photo out like he was blackmailing me, like it was blackmail, like I give a fuck.
Here's the thing, I'm saying? We reserve the right to. Some people, we talk about the gay stuff, and we have gay people and all kinds of different people. So we're open to anything. But we just want to reserve the right to make jokes about anybody. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows.
There's not, making fun of people. I think comedy, making fun of people. No, you make fun of people. Everyone should get equally made fun of. Everyone, give it to everybody. It's fun. You know what I mean? As long as it's in good spirit and stuff like that. But wishing people dead, that's really bad karma. And like wishing people dead that got, certain medical conditions and stuff like that. God's going to get you for that, Eric. God's going to get you for that. You can't make statements like that and tell me something ain't gonna come back to bite you, because I truly believe in that. What you put out in this universe comes back. You put out positive stuff comes back. You put out shit like that, it comes back.
Hey, Sailor,
Wishing
and I
people
just saw,
death and stuff.
Hey, Sailor, I just saw in the chat room that someone said that Eric Foss was putting PZ's business out there of being HIV positive.
Yes, he did.
He did.
And matter of fact, you know what else he said? And he even took it to this. He said, I am better. This is what Eric Foss said. I quote, I am better than anybody with AIDS. If you have AIDS, I'm better than you. And I'm thinking Magic Johnson, Rock Hudson, Liberace, Freddie Mercury. Who else? You think you're better than those guys? Really, Eric?
I tell you a quick little story.
Tommy Morrison. Like, how could you to say that is disgusting? Like I said,
I did a focus group one time in Louisiana, and obviously, Louisiana's New Orleans. This specific area is liberal, but the focus group was very conservative, and it was about putting up a billboard for HIV medication in the outskirts of New Orleans, like in the very rural area of Louisiana, right?
Okay.
So I was talking to them, and sometimes what I would try to do in these focus groups is see if I could flip the room. And they're like, I don't want that. I don't want to see two men kissing each other and this and that. They're saying essentially the same thing that you're saying that Eric said. Okay. Like, they have that good for them, that kind of thing. And I said, well, what about when all that stuff that was going on in the 80s, what was it, like Colombia, Nicaragua, and all that kind of stuff, where these soldiers were, and I said this in the focus group, I said, these soldiers were getting shot and they were getting blood transfusions down there, and this is before, and they were getting HIV.
Yep. Arthur Ashe, the tennis player, got it that way.
Yep, and that's what I was talking about. Man, did it change that group real quick. So I started talking about military, and I was like, so not every person that gets it is a gay man.
What about a little baby that's born with it? How the fuck can you say something like that, Eric?
Right.
That's bad. God's going to punish you for that. Oh, boy. Trust me, I truly believe it.
Well, who knows?
Oh no, I know. You say stuff like that, and you wish bad on people like that, it comes back to you. Trust me. He's heading back to prison. There's no doubt. That's the bad that's going to happen to him.
A truck would hit Fumble Nuts on I-4, and he would be in a fiery wreck. I did say that one time. So.
Well, but that's not saying you were personally going to unalive him.
No.
You're just wishing bad luck on someone.
Yeah, I said it before that, like, I'll never show up to any of these people's places and fight them. But if they show up to, like, they almost have to show up and threaten me. Like, if they show up and just recorded me from a distance, there's nothing I could do, right? Like,
no, it's a public street.
Right. Yeah, if it's a public street or sidewalk, there's nothing you could do. But if, like, Fumble Nuts claims to be about it. He kind of has in some ways the same kind of attitude and slang that Eric Foss does in some ways.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's from doing time. I don't know. I don't know what that's from.
Yeah. A lot of it, they're institutionalized, bro. They've done. He did a lot of time as like those formative years when you're 16 to 21. He was in jails, so he wasn't maturing, and then he went to prison. Then he went to like the federal prison and he did like 10 or 12 straight. So mentally he hasn't matured. You could see it, and he's institutionalized. He's an animal.
Well, I just hope, I just know that nobody has ever done that to me. And I have, and I'm talking about coming up and threatening me. And I've been 20 or 30 miles. I got people around me saying, Mr. X, it sounds like you're like going to them. And so like I was 20, 30 miles away from Ruben Sanchez. He never showed up. I was 35 miles away from where Fumble Nuts was at. He never showed up. And one time I was about 70 miles away. Then he showed up a different day. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I mean, and I've been in Vegas where Lay Pipe is at. He didn't show up. You know what I mean? Like I've gone and I went there not to look for them, but I went there to do live for us. Plus I said, I'm going to be live, and they didn't show up. I highly doubt.
Well, a lot of these guys are, huh?
I highly doubt that this guy's going to come down from Baltimore to do
anything. Well, he would be an absolute fool if he did that. He would be the biggest fool out there if he did that. Coming down here to Florida to unalive someone on a mission like that, especially when the person knows, especially when the person, is more capable than, especially with a firearm, than you ever will be, Eric. Um, like I said, many better men have tried and they've failed. Eric, you're not any more special than they are. So, but I do have to take it as a credible threat because of his background and because I'm a retired prison guard and he's a former federal inmate. So now I have to contact the appropriate authorities on that. So I'm going to be, copying this. If someone could clip that for me, I would appreciate it. But that's what I'm going to have to do because,
somehow.
Well, I mean, look, bro, you shared it. I'm sorry, but I have to report this as a credible threat at me. You know what I'm saying? So I have to report it. I follow the law, unlike Eric. If I got a former inmate out there making threats like that, saying he's going to pew pew with bullets and all that shit. So I got to report it to the appropriate authorities. So.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I have to do it. I have to CYA and make sure that he's made aware of the consequences for his actions. For threatening a retired law enforcement officer.
Yep, and it's unfortunate because the whole thing was me about talking to him about me.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously that changed.
Yeah, well, hey. It's all right. Hey, I'm glad you talked to him. I'm glad you told me about it. I'm very happy. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you did me a favor. Thank you.
Yep. Well, and I have a feeling now that this has happened and this is said like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to get some of the residual heat for it, but it is what it is. It's not like I haven't gotten it from before or whatever.
I think anyway in life, doing the right thing isn't always the easiest thing to do, and you did the right thing by telling me. Now I'm going to do the right thing Monday morning. You understand? Because that's what men do. We do the right thing. Even if it isn't the most popular thing, or we do the right thing. And by you telling me you did the right thing, regardless of what backlash you get.
Yeah. Can we? I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Can we change the subject a little bit?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we talked about it enough.
Johnny,
because the ladies are getting bored.
One question though.
Sorry about that, ladies.
What's the deal with him?
What?
Is Eric on parole or what's the deal with him? That's all I want to know.
Is it Eric on parole?
No, he just got off recently, like maybe 6 months ago.
Okay, that explains it then.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. You got it, PZ. He knows how to conduct himself when he's on parole. If you look back at the shows he did when he's on parole, you saw he just stuck straight to content, to prison content. When the parole restrictions are off of him, there you go. They give him just enough rope. So like I said, he'll reoffend. It'll only be a matter of time. But let's move past this. Let's talk about something else.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. X, for letting Eric know, Mr. X.
Well, letting Sailor know, yeah.
Sailor know, no problem. Are you going on Jim's show tonight, Mr. X? Lee Cole's show tonight? Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I kind of, the Lee Cole thing, I got some stuff going on tonight. I just don't want to be always locked into going on to anybody's show. I mean, these other shows that are on YouTube, if I have time, I like to pop up on shows, but I don't want to co-host any show. And maybe Lee Cole's not doing that, but I know he's kind of advertised me on some shows, and I'm like, I never said I was going to be there. And I don't know if Jim said I was going to be there and I was unaware, but I just don't want to guarantee I'm going to be in a spot and then I have something to come up and it's not even my show.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Well, I don't think it was a regular spot. It was just like coming up and saying hello, right?
He wanted us to come up there every week.
Oh, okay. All right. And that's
all those pranks. He's like, yeah, can you come up there every week? And every week we end up having more and more great wrestling content. Like right now, in wrestling, everybody's talking about that Just Incredible interview where Just Incredible shit talked for a moment Mario Mancini. And then the next day, 2 days later, we spoke to Mario Mancini. Mario Mancini told us the real story. And it's like, well, that's on Jim Terry TV. That would be great contact for Lee Cole. Because it's like now we have an interview, but it just feels like we're giving him content. He should be doing that.
Hey, Mr. X.
Yeah.
Mr. X.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a song for you, man. I want to play it for you. You don't mind, do you?
I guess so. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're gonna like it, Mr. X. I hope you like it.
It's not one of those AI songs, is it?
Hell no, man. I play the real
I hate
thing
that
over
stuff.
here. I play the real thing over here, Mr. X.
You gotta admit, some of them are funny. X.
Give me 1 second. I gotta pull it up.
Well, and PZ, just real quick. I mean, I see you comment in chat. And not that my time's expensive, or I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but it just feels like I don't want to give away our bomber content always to him.
I
know
got
what
you.
I mean? Like,
I understand.
Like, why? Like, it could Lee Cole get us some wrestlers we could speak to? I mean, kind of indirectly, I guess he got us to Mario Mancini, but it's like he should be doing that immediately. As soon as he could have been all over that. He has a connection to him just as well. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mr. X, here we go. You ready?
Sure, I'm going to go on mute.
All right.
Hey, Meta, can I get some discussion starters from Moby Dick?
Here are some topics. Revenge.
There we go.
Yo, get it twisted. This rap is mine, mother. Start up game. What you heard, it's what you hearing. What you hearing, what you hearing. Listen, it's what you hearing. Listen, it's what you hearing. Listen. X gon' give it to you. Wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the mother wonder if you get it. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, I break who you sending me. You motherfuckers never wanna know but your life saved. That's on a life day, I'm getting down, like it said freeze. So won't be the one ending up on his knees. Please, if the only thing you can't steal came out to play, stay out my way. Mother, first we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. He ain't never gave nothing to me. But every time I turn around, cats got their hands out, wanting something from it. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Let's leave it at that. I ain't with it. Hit it with full strength. I'm a jail, so I face the world like a girl in the bullpen. You against me, me against you. Whatever, whenever you gon' do, I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Only that you know who can chill, come back and get the streets open. I've been doing this for 19 years. Wanna fight me, fight these kids. I put in work and it's all for the kids. But these cats done forgot what work is. They don't know who we be looking. They don't know who they see. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. Hey yo, where my dad? I know I got them down in the greens, give them love and they give it back. Talk too much for too long. Don't give up, you're too strong. Love to the wild, wild hunters. Shout out to that done it. And it ain't even about the dough. It's about getting down for what you stand for, yo. For real. We gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on, X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you, he gon' give it to you.
I didn't have it in the book.
He was great. How long's he been dead now? He's been dead a few years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like DMX.
He's been dead for years. The only reason why I like that song, because he says in the beginning, X is going to give it to you. X is going to give it to you. And that's
he was good.
And then when Mr. X has Mr. X on his name, Mr. X, and I thought about, X is going to give it to you. X is going to give it to you.
Aren't you going to get struck for that?
Because I signed up for a share what is it called? Was it called share royalties?
Oh, sure. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing now.
Yeah, I guess so really? So now they won't strike you for playing all that music.
Right. And
I was wondering what was up because you were playing a lot of good music, Johnny, and I'm like, oh man, he's probably going to get struck. Okay.
You know, the other thing is he died at 50 years old.
Yeah.
Heart attack. Guy was arrested for drugs. I mean,
yep.
I mean, I love the song. Not a big fan of the man. I mean, that guy had
I understand.
a lot of arrests.
Yeah, they take some change from my video, Mr. X. They take some change.
Yeah, I know this. We talked about this before, but even when Jim had the most amount of views ever when he was on YouTube, the advertising part of YouTube's really no money. I mean, if you make, and I'm talking when you do live stream, if you put a cat video up and it gets 4 million views, that's something else. But like you might get a couple $100 if you're getting tens of thousands of views. It's just not.
Yeah, that's hardly nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. I mean, Jim was doing a couple shows a week, and I think I remember what did he have, like 18,000 views or something, like within the first day or something like that.
Hi, Jesse.
Something insane.
Hey, Jesse.
But even in those months, he was only making a couple $100. I mean, like I said, you put up a cat video that got 4 million views. I saw a video of a guy, and you've probably seen this video before. He's out in Alaska somewhere. And he's sitting by a river, and a bear just sits, giant grizzly bear, just comes up and sits down next to him on the ground.
X.
Wow.
And that's got like 15 million views. What's that?
Hey, Mr. X, be cool. Like Barbara Buffalo says, I can see a short with Mr. X with that course. That X is going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Do a short video, and because your name is Mr. X, right?
Yeah.
And have the course only say X is going to give it to you. You know what I mean?
The other one too is
that'd be fucking awesome.
I don't know. I mean, I like the song, but I don't know. It's just not my style. I don't know. Not my thing as much.
Don't look at the person, the artist. Just appreciate their music. You don't have to appreciate like the carpenter to appreciate the house. The carpenter could be a drunken scumbag, but he built a great house. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
so
I don't have you blocked.
That's how I look at it. Like, and the person I'm thinking off the top of my head is R. Kelly. Personally, a scumbag. Great music. Great music. Scumbag. Great music. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, the guy's definitely a weirdo, but then again, there's a lot of weirdos in the
arts. Music and all that entertainment. Yeah, they're odd people.
What they say about Michael Jackson's true and all that stuff.
I know. I gotta read them. Hold on, guys. I gotta read these super stickers real quick. They're getting mad at me because I'm not reading them.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down. I'll be back maybe.
All right, Mr. X.
You guys on Lee Cole.
Okay.
All right, Mr. X. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate what you did, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up anyway, Mr. X, because Lee comes.
All right, man.
Right.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, buddy. Does anybody know what
Johnny,
time?
Christine, thank you for having me tonight. I'm sorry that it went in a very different direction. I obviously that was completely unplanned news for me to get, but it's I appreciate you having me on as always.
Adele, hold on, Christine.
I'm sorry.
Adele, thank you for coming in with a $2.79. Thank you, Adele. Cheryl
Yep,
DeTello,
thank you,
thank
Adele.
you for coming in with $5. Thank you, Cheryl DeTello. I love you so much. Thank you, Cheryl DeTello. You are awesome. Okay, go ahead. Christine.
No, I just appreciate you having me on. Thank you, Johnny. Christine, always good to see you. You know that. All right. And I'm going to put all my laundry in a box, my dirty laundry. I'm going to send it to your mom's. Okay. Christine?
Please put Hitler. Can somebody please put DJ Shark Hitters officials link in the chat room so people can know about his channel? Please.
Yeah, put
Texas Granny.
And Christine, let mom know that I like my socks starched and like ironed. Okay?
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
All right, Christine. All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna say good night to you guys too. Good night,
Okay,
Johnny.
Christine. Because I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up too. Because Lee Cole's not coming. Lee Cole's isn't on until 11. So what? 11 Eastern. So what time would that be? My time, Paul.
I don't know. I'm too busy trying to get
7? No, it's already 7 now. So he comes on at 8.
Okay.
All right, guys. We all love you, and we'll talk to you guys later. Today was Saturday. I will see you guys again probably Tuesday.
Okay.
What was your question, PZ?
If anyone was completely 100% drug free.
Is anyone 100% drug free? That's what PZ wants to know.
Has been their whole life.
Has been their whole life.
No one answers because no one has me.
All right, we love you guys. See you at Lee Cole's. We'll see you at Lee Cole's. Love you guys. Y'all be good now.